what they do, y'all. How y'all doing out there?
All right.
Aces and Jewels. We're back with another one today. We're back with a spicy one. We talking that talk today. So I had to bring an ace on deck. This Ashley is my big cousin. Introduce yourself, cuz.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Dread Nate.
What's up, Nate?
What they do?
Hey, glad that you came on, man.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, so we are talking about respect my G, right? What they do. This your boy DP.
This your girl T.
And we're the Geminis Gemz, representing for the Geminis across the world, giving our own Miami perspective.
For sure. So
you can follow us on all podcast platforms at Geminis-Gems.
Also follow us on Instagram, Geminis_Gems, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Geminis Gems.
Hey, make sure you like, follow, you comment, and you subscribe.
Yes.
And make sure when you type it in, it's Geminis with the S, Gems with a Z. And what we do, T?
Drop them gems.
Drop them gems. All right, so we back. Respect my G. So we talking that talk. So I had to bring my cousin Nate on. So basically the reason for coming up with this topic is actually to say to all the women, you all need to find a way. You all need to respect us as men. Respect the aces, because you all have this ideology that you all are in charge. You all are boss. You all are whatever you want to claim to be. So today we coming to put that in check. Respect IG. So where you want to start at, cuz? So
well, you know,
go ahead.
We got to start from the top.
Let's go.
And just like you said, you know, it's a situation where, you know what I'm saying, you got to respect RG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we know that there's a new thing going on where all the females, they are independent. Mm-hmm. We love that. You know, you're independent.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing.
Right.
You know, you're paying your own bills. You got your own car and everything. You can afford your stuff. You doing what you do. But at the same time, remember, you know, that you still a woman.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You still a woman, and a man gonna still be a man.
Facts.
And that's where we come back into the beginning of what the topic is of respecting my G.
Yeah.
You know, meaning that, you know, it's look, I'm gonna just break it down.
Go ahead. Let them have it.
You got a man place in life, and a woman got her place in life.
Got them lanes. Yep.
You can't wear a man pair of shoes and a woman pair of shoes at the same time.
Facts. Speak that.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak that.
If you gonna wear a skirt, wear a skirt. Let the man wear the jeans.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And the reason I say this is because, you know, a lot of these women, they getting out of pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up, because, you know, you're getting very disrespectful. You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, we understand that the world changing, that times done change, things done change in life. You know? But one thing that did change in life that I'm starting to see, you're starting to see less women be in a happy marriage, or that can really manage a family.
You speaking
and
that.
the reason this is happening is because the woman want to control everything.
Everything, right?
You know, and a lot of times, especially when you meet a hardworking man, you know, we out there, we working hard, we doing our thing. And yeah, y'all doing y'all thing too. A lot of times we'll sit back and just let y'all, you know, ride your little high horse. But sometimes, hey, get off that horse for a little minute.
Right. And ride
me. You know
me.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Get off that horse for a little minute and get in the passenger seat.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And because, you know, we understand that, you know, life is, you know, you got to navigate life. But, you know, a lot of times things need to get done together. And, you know, you don't need to be a situation where the female feeling like she's just running it, like, oh, this is my house, this is my car,
Right.
these are my kids. No, this is our stuff.
Right.
This is, you know, it don't matter that, okay, say you got a man that, let's say he's not working right now. You might be paying all the bills. You taking care of everything. You paying the bills and all that. But if that man, he getting up, he washing the car, he taking out the garbage, he painting the house, he cutting the grass. You know what I'm saying? Give that man his respect.
Facts.
You know? Because I guarantee at one point in time you was down. I guarantee at one point in time you was down and he was up and he helped you out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't make a baby by yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, you just gotta stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Don't try to cross both lanes at one time or just try to run everything.
Right.
Because that's gonna put you in a situation where you're gonna be by yourself.
Facts.
You know? You wanna run it? Well, go ahead and run it by yourself.
Right.
And then a lot of females, they get mad. They say, well, damn. When he was with me, we had XYZ. Now he done left me for this female that work at Popeye's Chicken.
Right.
He over there dealing with this female. She work at Popeye's Chicken. She don't even get her hair done like that. She don't get her nails done like that. But guess what? I guarantee that woman respect him.
Right.
To the utmost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I guarantee she not trying to walk over him. She trying to walk with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You know, I guarantee. And then that's why I say, you're going to end up by yourself.
Facts.
You know, and most real women, they don't want a man that's a pushover. Most real women.
Right.
They don't want a man that's just a pushover that they could say anything to and that man just going to jump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want a man to have some type of control, to have some type of say-so.
Right.
You know? And then it goes even further because, especially when children get involved.
Facts.
Because once children get involved, now, however you treating your husband or your boyfriend or whatever significant other that you're with, and them kids see that, now they grow up with those values thinking that, that they can just, do what they want to do to a man.
Right.
And thinking ain't going to be consequences.
Right.
You know? I have seen these women, cause you ever ran into these women that say you meet a woman,
right,
and she be like, oh I haven't been in a relationship for 10 years, or I haven't been in a relationship for 5 years or 6 years, and then you try to work something out with them, right? And for instance, I'm gonna throw you a scenario.
Okay.
Say you messing around, you out there working, you getting your money, you working or whatever,
yep,
or you doing whatever you doing, no matter what you doing.
Yep.
And she called your phone.
Okay.
And you don't pick up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then finally when y'all talk, she hit you with that, hey, I called your phone, you know what I'm saying? You ain't pick up. What's up with that? Like, hold on, man. You don't pay these bills?
Right.
Baby, you don't pay this phone bill. You ain't buy that phone, none of that. What's up with you? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Respect that. You know, I can understand you be like, hey, I called you. You must have been busy. You know what I'm saying? That's why we talking later.
That's respect right there.
That's respect. But, but then when you start coming out your mouth wrong and, you want
trying to check me and all that stuff.
Yeah, they want to check you and all that.
Right.
Like, come on.
So one of the things you were saying was about women and how they function when it comes down to, a man and not showing the respect, right? So I'm gonna put this out there. Men think about when men get money, they think about the family.
Preach.
When women get money, they think about self. You get what I'm saying? So then you also said something about challenging, right? Women love to challenge a man. And sometimes men sit back and say, you know what? I'm not going to go there with you because I know the result of it, right? Because sometimes some guys can become pushovers only because they know the consequences of their action. So they have to dumb it down. Like they know that's the third strike. And she knows that too. You know what I'm saying? She knows that he's on the break of not to going to jail, or lose his job. Because women that knows he has something to lose, they'll try to make him lose everything. The kids, the job, the cars, the clothes, they'll try to take everything from the guy.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is, and the reason for coming up with this is you all need to learn how to stay in your lane. Stop trying to challenge men at where they are because you don't want to test a man. Like, for example, if you out there in the street, another man really not going to challenge you like that. But women nowadays, if you go out there, they willing to step up in your face, call you all F boys and pussy this and now all that. You get what I'm saying? And then once you bad back, oh, I'm a woman. And they don't function well with that. So some of the things I wrote down was manhood, respect my manhood, and what comes with that is our guidance. Don't overtalk me when I'm trying to guide us into a direction. You get what I'm saying? When I'm trying to be a father to my kids, don't come back behind me and try to settle the situation. Let it be what it is. If I'm chastising my child, that's what it is. Don't come behind me. Confidence. Don't try to tear me down as a man, as well as the challenge. You got something to say with that, cuz?
Oh yeah. Well, I got a lot to say with that. You know, especially in the part where you know, with the kids involved. You know, you got a lot of women that's out here, you know, they got these kids. First thing they want to do is, once they get mad or anything like that, they want to pull the kids away and say things like, F your daddy. F what your daddy said. You know, you might have said something like, hey, look, when you get home from school, I want you to go ahead, eat your snacks, do your homework. You got to be in the bed by 9 o'clock. Turn the game off. Mama might come behind and be like, F your daddy. F what your daddy said. You know?
Yeah.
You can stay up as long as you want. But then here you go, you know, dad trying to do right. But you just want to be so in control that you know what you're saying is wrong. Right. But you just don't want the daddy to be right. Right. So you're gonna just do whatever you can in your powers, you know, to overthrow the man's authority, the dad's authority. You know, you're gonna do whatever you can in your authority just to overthrow that. Yeah, you drop, you know, which ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it get to the point that, like I say, once again, you end up pushing the man away. You know, and once you push the man away, then you're gonna say, oh, he a deadbeat. Right. He's no good. Right. You know, he's not a real father and all that stuff like that. But you know, once you poke so much, you know what I'm saying? And just like Cuz was saying earlier, you know, like you were saying, Cuz, you got some guys that, you know, they have penitentiary situations where they can end up going back to jail. They can end up losing their job. They can end up losing everything they work for. So what most men do when they get into that situation, they say, you know what, before I lose everything I got behind this person, this woman, I'm going to back away. Then once they back away, now you consider a deadbeat. Right. You know, but they'll never look back and say to themselves, well, damn, you know what? He pushed away to keep his freedom. Right. He got away from me just to
he was being smart.
Keep himself sane. Yep. You know, and people don't see that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey.
So on that note, I put down also respect my mindset. The condition of me wanting to keep peace and keep sanity. You get what I'm saying? So you could go ahead and speak on that, because I believe that's very important. I believe that man needs to be at a peace of mind every single day, because when he goes out, he faces a harsh world, you know. So when he comes home, he wants to be at peace. He wants a clean house. He wants food. And sometimes some dads, like some guys, they are involved in the house. They not just sitting up there, just couch sitting. Right. You get what I'm saying? Some guys are involved in their kids' life. They will clean. They will cook. They will take out the trash. They will wash the car. They will, you know, mow the yard. You get what I'm saying? So you got guys that do those things. So you need to find a way to respect that. Be his peace, not his tranquility. I mean, not his trouble. You get what I'm saying? So what you got to say with that, cuz?
One of the ways I was raised back in the day, and women get mad when I say this all the time, and I want this to be heard straight up, because what people need to understand is a woman's place, right? And one thing about a woman's place is the kitchen and the bedroom, just to let you know off rip. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. Okay. A lot of people, and they get mad and be like, oh, he's just a male chauvinist and this and that. Like, hold on, man. Look here. A woman's place is the kitchen and the bedroom. And the reason I say that again is because you got to look at it like this. Okay, let's say another woman come into your house. Another woman come into your house and cook dinner for your husband and your kids and stuff. You ain't going to like that.
You sure enough not.
If another woman tiptoe in your bedroom, you ain't going to like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you got to be able to maintain that authority and maintain your place.
Your place.
You know, as a woman. Right. Now, I'm not saying that men don't have a place too.
Facts.
You know, because if my woman and her girlfriend sitting in the front room chit-chatting and they talking about whatever, who am I to come and sit right there with them and talk?
I agree.
I need to be out somewhere doing what I'm doing and stay up out their business.
Facts.
Because that's not my place.
Facts.
To be in that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If my son was to disrespect a woman or something, right? And his mama was to check him, I'm going to sit back and let her do what she do.
Right.
Now, after she finished, I'm going to check him too.
Fact.
But I'm not going to overthrow her authority. And that's why it comes down to the end that, every person, every man and every woman has their place. And one of the places for a woman is the kitchen and the bedroom.
Okay.
How you feel, cuz?
I agree with it. Hey, listen.
Exactly.
I feel it. I agree with it. To even add on to what you're saying, there's always roles. You get what I'm saying? Gender roles. You get what I'm saying? To even bring it to that type of level, there's a place and a time for everything. Everything you cannot do. So, for example, you mentioned this earlier. When it's time to wash the car, who's going to wash it? Pump the gas, who's going to pump it? Put the light bulb in, who's going to put the light bulb in? When there's somebody knocking at the door late at night, who you looking to come and protect? If a robber comes in, there's a place. I'm not looking for you to overstep me and protect me, right? I'm looking to protect you and you protect the kids. You get what I'm saying? So and I think like this too, men risk their lives every day for their family. You get what I'm saying? Especially they woman that they love dearly. So I definitely agree there's a position that you must play. So I think, and I love the analogy that you use when it comes down to people. Let's say another woman comes in the kitchen, right? What tends to happen is, to take it a step deeper, if that woman comes in the kitchen, that man's begin to become attracted more to that woman.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If she creeps in the bedroom to satisfy you more than the wife or the girlfriend, you tend to go astray. You tend to go her way. That's why sometimes they say the sliders win, because the woman feels like they don't step up and do their part, right? So I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Respect my space.
Oh yes,
right.
Gotta respect the space.
So you go ahead, you can go off.
Yeah, and one of the main things I'm gonna say about respecting my space, right? I'm gonna break it down to the point that about these phones. Now,
okay.
When you're in a relationship, whether you're married or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? If that man phone ring, you know what I'm saying? If that man phone ring, it's for you to tell him, hey, your phone ringing, not for you to pick it up and answer it and go through his stuff and go through all his pages and all that. If that man have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, a Twitter, and he likes another woman picture or something like that, look, just understanding that all that is just entertainment.
That's it.
That's just entertainment. In the end, he have to come back to reality, to his home.
Right.
And you got to look at it like this. If you haven't seen that, whatever you see in that phone, if he liked it something or he looked at something too long or whatever, if you haven't noticed that or seen that, you wouldn't have no problem. You wouldn't. Is it taking any food out your mouth?
No.
Is it taking away from your bills?
No.
Is it taking away from you being in the bed with him? Is it taking anything away from you? That's what you got to ask yourself at times.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If it's not taking nothing away from you, then why let it bother you?
Right.
Back to what we just said in the beginning about the kitchen and the bedroom. If another woman coming to your kitchen and cooking for your family, then okay, now she's taking something away from you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But if a guy just looking, it's just all that stuff is just entertainment. It ain't nothing. It ain't different from watching a movie.
Right.
It's just entertainment. And then you got to look at it like this: you want your man to be straight or you want your man to be gay? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So, because most real men, if they see something that look attractive, they gonna look. You know what I mean?
But then you can say women will say, well, no, I want you to look down. And see, I think that's where you need to learn how to find respect.
Now back to that space issue. Now you creating the wrong type of atmosphere. You're creating the wrong type of space. Now you overstepping your boundaries and you're trying to turn your spouse into your puppy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I couldn't say that even better.
You can't. It don't go like that.
Well said. Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
you tell a dog sit down.
Facts.
You know, you pat a dog on the butt when he do something wrong. You take a dog and walk him out and let him go pee and then put him back in his cage and all that stuff. That's what you do to a dog.
Right.
You don't do that to a man.
Facts.
You have to treat a man like a man.
Yeah.
And for the men too, you know, we have to treat a woman like a woman.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because it be times
Yeah, we
you
overstep.
might be somewhere.
Yeah.
Your woman might see something.
Right.
You know, she might look a little bit, but you got to say the same thing to yourself. It's just taking something away.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
It's just taking something away from me. Has she changed? Is she still doing the things for me? You know, is this woman still doing the things for me in the bed and at the house and everything? If it ain't taking nothing away from you,
Oh well.
Don't worry about it.
Right. Right.
You know, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to take it here as well with the space, because women are nowadays barking back at men. You know, I know it was a series a couple of years ago where they kept uploading on the media where girls was literally hitting guys, and the guys just had to take the licks. You get what I'm saying? So I believe that women need to learn how to respect guys' space, not getting all in their face.
Exactly.
Respect my boundaries that's around me, because if a guy was to step in that box, he's getting knocked out. But because you know you're a girl, you get what I'm saying? You will say, well, okay, I know I can put my finger all in his face, chin check him, even in front of people. You get what I'm saying? So I really believe that you all need to learn how to stay in your place, because if a man was to really put his hands on you, he already going to lose everything. That's why he's not doing nothing. But then if he really was to combat that, you're going to play the victim.
Well, of course.
You get what I'm saying? So what you got to say with that?
Oh man, you know they gonna fall out. They gonna cry. They gonna call the police.
Right.
You know, and you going down.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, it just be a situation where, you know, people got to watch their attitudes. You know what I'm saying? And,
self-control. Yeah.
You know, have self-control with yourself or whatnot. You know what I mean? Because it don't even have to go that far.
I agree.
You know, a man and a woman, when they together, they should be able to talk out their issues. Yeah, things gonna get heated.
Right.
It's gonna get heated. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta chill out, smooth things out, even if you got to just walk away for a day.
That's what I do.
You know?
Yeah. I always tell mine, hey, listen,
right,
we gotta separate. Let me walk away, cool down. You do the same thing. Don't come and chase me.
Right.
You know, peeking in my back, pointing in my back. Come on, you can't do that.
Oh yeah, that's what they do. You know, you gonna run into that. You know, they gonna chase you down, all that. You know, but hey, I say this is life. But you know, things just gotta change, and then you know it happened because some of these women, their ego gets so big.
Yeah.
You know, they ego gets so big to the point that, especially if you're a type of guy that you're just calm and collect.
Yep.
You know, their ego get boosted like, oh, he's not gonna do nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they, like you said earlier, they gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. One thing about it, hey, you push a dog in the corner, he gonna bite back.
He gonna bite back.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna bite back. You push that dog in the corner,
talking
he
that talk,
bite back.
yeah.
And you know, you might don't be able to handle that.
Facts.
You know, I know a person like me, you know what I mean? Once I see it even getting that far, I'm just gonna move on. You know what I mean? I just, you know, I'm done. I'd rather just move on, jump on to something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because now you done put me in a situation where I have to start looking.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know how you're living somewhere and, you see, okay, well, damn, this ain't going right with me. Or even if you have a certain job, this ain't going right with me. I don't like how my boss talked to me. I don't like how this job going, whatever. Because the relationship is a job.
Facts.
All of this stuff is a job. You know what I mean?
You dropping them.
And you can get a job almost anywhere.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if one job ain't working, you can always quit and apply to something else.
I love the analogy.
You can always put in another application.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of times these women don't understand that you're just an application away. You know what I mean?
Talk that talk.
Yeah, there's so many milestones. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it ain't like, you know, back in the day where you got to go to a club and meet a woman. You could just pull out your cell phone.
That's it.
And go from there. You know, you got all these different websites, you know, that people, you know, meet each other and stuff like that. And you know, people can always just move on.
Gotcha. So what I got next real quick, respect my time.
Oh, man.
I'm hitting you with it, cuz.
I like the time.
Respect my time. And I feel like women love to take up your time knowing that you have other things to accomplish. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes when you know you got to do some overtime, maybe you go handle some business. You get what I'm saying? Even catch a break. Like the women are still try to push more on you to do for them instead of letting you do what you have to do for yourself. So what you got to say with that, cuz?
Oh man, like it. What women don't understand at times, being a man, that one part of being a man is being a provider.
Facts.
And to provide, you have to put in your time to provide.
I agree.
Sometimes you can't always be there.
Right.
Sometimes you can't always be there and be smooching and watching Netflix. Sometimes you got to be out there on that road getting that money. Sometimes especially if you want more. Because one thing about a woman, she always want more. I have never met a woman that just say, I'm good.
Right.
It's always something deep back in their mind that they want more. Yep. So guess what? If that's a real man, he gonna do whatever he got to do to provide more for you, to give you more. Especially, if you acting right.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna pull him down, you ain't being nothing but a crab. He trying to get up out the bucket and pull you up out the bucket.
Right, with him.
But every time he trying to get out the bucket, you keep pulling them down. You're nagging on them. Oh, why you staying? Why you working so late?
Right.
Oh, you say you was working late today. You worked late last week. Yeah, but you ain't say all that when you just got that new bag. You ain't say all that when you just got this brand new car.
Let's go.
You ain't say all that when we had them booked the cruise to Bahamas.
Yeah.
We up there in Freeport eating conch and all that.
Yeah.
You ain't say none of that.
Yeah, when you can flex even on the ground.
Right.
Take your pictures to a nice restaurants and show that you out and about.
Exactly. You know, and like I say, with the timing, you know what I mean? You got to understand that, look, we got to put in work to create that time for us.
That's it.
We have to get out there and work harder to make things better for us. You know what I'm saying? And you notice I keep saying us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like you said earlier, when women make money, it's for them. When a man make money, it's for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's for the whole household.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I've known guys, even myself, that probably not even doing good far as their pockets.
Yep.
They ain't gonna let you know. They gonna keep things going.
Yep.
They gonna keep putting that money on the dresser. They gonna keep on making sure you straight. You probably don't know. He might be dead broke.
Yep.
He probably can't even afford a sandwich at work or something.
Right.
If he want to get something else, he can't even afford that because he's taking it and he's putting it into the household.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He ain't gonna let you know that, hey baby, I'm struggling right now. Just hold on, baby. We can't do it. Nah, he gonna spend his last to do it and make sure things right. And you won't even know. But at the same time, you tear them down. It comes to the point that you're breaking a person.
Yep.
You
And
end up breaking a person in.
Yeah.
New application. You know what I mean? How can I say more? You
dropping them. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cuzzo. So the next one I have is respect my presence.
Oh man.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna hit you with them. So the reason for coming up with that. So the reason for coming up with that one is actually because, sometimes when you walk in the house, they kind of overlook you. The kids will overlook you, they'll overtalk you because they looking at what the mom does, right? Even when you go, let's say you out and about, and let's say you may step off to the side and you come back and she's still mumbling or she's still doing whatever she wants to do, right? Without showing you the respect because now you're there. See, a man loves when he walks in the room, he gets the reverence even from his lady and family. And as well as when he's out and about, you respect the fact that I'm in this room. You don't try me as though like I'm some duck out here on these streets and you disrespect me in front of company. You get what I'm saying? So go ahead and speak on that, cuz.
Oh yeah, one thing about that, when those type of disrespectful points come into play, that creates a gap. You know what I mean? That creates a gap that woman don't want because now once you go to disrespecting, then he gonna go to disrespecting, and you ain't gonna like when that man go to disrespecting. Like. What I see with a lot of brothers these days, a lot of brothers out here, they risking their lives for these women. You know, every time they woman go out and wearing a short skirt and got their ass out and their thighs out and everything, and he's out there in the streets with that woman, he's actually risking his life to be around you, because when you're out like that and another dude try to holler at you and he check that dude, he don't know if that dude got a gun. He don't know what that dude could do to him. This dude could be 100 pounds and this other dude could be 300 pounds. But he's still gonna check him because you his woman, he gonna protect what he loves. Right. You know? Right. And that come into play of respecting a man's presence. Facts. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's okay. We love it. We love for our women to be sexy. We love for our women to look good or whatnot. We love that.
Right.
You know
There's a time and place for that.
You got, exactly. There's a time and place for that. And there's a way where things end up going too far.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because one thing about us men, we know what we want to do with you as soon as we see you.
Facts.
We already know off rip. Facts. And it's the same with a woman. They know the same too. Yeah. But us men, we know it right off rip. A lot of time, a man meet a woman and he got to keep jabbing until he finally get her. But a man, we know what we want right off rip. As soon as we see it, okay, we want that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it becomes, like I say, with that situation of respecting, you know, the presence of a man, you know, meaning to just, you know, acknowledge that, look, this my dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, look here, now we don't play like that. This my dude. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you come out, whatever, you know, when you with your dude, whatever, even if you're not with your dude, you respect your dude when you're not around.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because that carry, you know, that carries around and it creates a reputation. Facts. You know? It creates a bad reputation, and you could be out somewhere and you could hear people out there talking, mumbling and conversating. Oh man, she don't care about him. Oh man, she do what she want.
And that's why they step in.
Yeah, you know, she do whatever she want to do or whatever. You over there at the party, popping and locking, shaking all over the place, showing everybody your goodies and everything, while your man chilling, trying to be respectful. You ain't even respecting his presence. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know, I can't just do my man like that. But then now, just how you over there shaking yourself and doing whatever you doing, let's say another woman go and doing the same thing, and now your man paying that woman attention and not paying you attention. You know,
now you feeling some type of way.
Creates the gap.
Right. You know I like that. I like that, cousin. So as you was talking, I was thinking about clothing. That was the next thing I was going to mention. So I'll tell you what happened to me when I went on the beach. Told the girl before we left, hey, listen, you going to get me killed tonight. You get what I'm saying? Man. Just figuratively speaking, right? Right. But anyway, we go out, we finish dinner, we start walking. This dude say something. And I'm like, what? So I bag back at him. So as I'm doing that, not peeping, he had his homeboy surrounded me on the other side. I couldn't see him. She saw it. And good, she was on point where she was able to pull me, but I'm so busy trying to get at him, trying to fight her off. But then the reason why he did it was because it was a clique of guys. Right. And not to say she was wearing something so exclusive, you get what I'm saying? It was just the fact that that can happen. A man said he's always at jeopardy when you are revealing much. You get what I'm saying? And guys lose their life after that. You get what I'm saying? And some guys are test because they're clipped up, they'll test that dude just because of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me see if he really about that life. And things like that happen. So you got anything else to say?
Well, when it comes down to that stuff, one thing about a woman can give a guy a certain look. Okay. And that guy know, like, you know what? Hey, my bad, man. I'm sorry. Right. That dude already know. She could just give that dude that certain look. Okay. When she with her dude and she out there in the streets with her dude and they out to an event, a club or a party or anything like that, and somebody try to holler at her, she could just give that dude a straight up look, like, look here. You know, that certain look, just like, hey, I'm taken. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or when she try to holler at her and she just stepped to her man to hug her man and kiss him and look that nigga in his eyes, he gonna sit there and be like, okay, all right. Bet. I'm good. And he gonna back up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's a respect of the presence. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. That's just like a woman, when a man with a woman or whatnot. Okay, we know how women are. Women like to get hugged. Women like to get smacked on their ass every now and then. You know, they want to get their hand held. They want to get hugged. They want to get smooched on.
Yeah, caress them.
You know what I mean?
While you out. Yeah.
You know, we we get like that too.
Okay.
You know, not like all the time, but we
Right.
get like that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Show us that
Some
you
affection. Yeah.
show us that you a part of us. I'm not gonna say that we own you, but
Right.
show us that you a part of us and that, you know, we together.
Yeah, let me know I'm
You know
that
what I mean?
man in the room.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, give a man a compliment and all that, baby. You look nice. You look
Yep.
good. You smell good.
Yep.
You know, that's just like a man gonna tell you.
Right.
You know, baby, you look good. You smell good. You know, appreciate that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Show.
Yeah. So we got our last one. Respect my word.
Oh man.
Respect my words.
I respect the word.
Right. So as men talk, women begin to ignore. You get what I'm saying? Where they learn how they're more so listening. I mean, they're more so hearing than listening. Being able to comprehend what he's saying and then going from there. Like actually doing what he's saying, doing. For example, let's say we out and about and then her, you know, as we're out and about, I see something, I say, get up and move. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And because sometimes she's so oblivious to the situation or so combative, she'll mess around and get hit with the bottle or get hit with the ice or the crowd runs her over and you're trying to tell her, like, I told you. You get what I'm saying? Move when I'm telling you to move because I'm peeping something that you cannot peep. You get what I'm saying? So what you got to say with that, cuz?
Well, you know, in that sense, that comes with respect situation too, because you know, in the end, like, look here, if I tell you, hey, the sky's blue today, the sky's blue outside, that don't mean go outside and go and check my goddamn word and see if the sky's blue. If I say, hey, don't touch that stove hot.
Yep.
That don't mean go behind me and touch that stove and burn your damn hand.
Facts.
And get hot. That's because you're not respecting the word. You know what I mean? You're not respecting my judgment
Right.
or whatnot. You know, and that becomes from a ego situation. A lot of women that are independent and they doing their thing, they build a certain ego and they feel like a man can't tell them nothing.
Right.
That they know everything. You know, and you know, hey, you end up shooting yourself in the foot.
Facts.
When things end up happening, because a lot of us men don't walk these streets before you have walked these streets.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of men, when we pick up these nice, good-looking women, these women ain't really been out there in the streets no more. We don't want no foot draggers.
Right.
We like them women that been in the house and that been, you know, chilling all in the dew and looking good and all that stuff. So when we go out, and even if we just anywhere, and we go out and we say, hey, you know, look both ways before you cross that street. Baby, just look both ways. Don't sit there and just, you know, ignore it.
Right.
And now you mess around and get hit or something happen to you because you're not listening. You
Right.
know what I mean?
And that goes even to protecting her. You get what I'm saying? Like I tell mines, you know, get up there, hey, take the keys out before you go to the car. You get what I'm saying? And the door, especially at night. You get what I'm saying? Get off the phone whenever you're doing money transaction. You get what I'm saying? Just to respect what I'm saying, because I'm still looking out for you. And what you got to say with that, cuz?
Oh, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it's the men are the protectors. We are the protectors. You know? We're here to protect our women. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do that by any means necessary. So, you know, but we need help with that. Meaning that, you know, if we say something, you know, just follow that command. Have a little trust in your man sometimes. Give a little trust. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead and trust him. You know, we ain't trying to walk you off a cliff.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We want you to walk a straight line with us. We both want to come up together.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got to look at it like this. Look, if you down, I'm down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it should be vice versa. If I'm down, you should be down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we want to be on the up and up at all the time. So while I'm up, you up, I'm up. We don't want to be down. So if we see something wrong, we going to call it out off rip.
Off rip.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you with a certain friend, and we tell you, hey, that friend ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of times we can't tell you everything. We can't be like, hey, your friend was doing, you know, she did a little something with my partner in the backseat of this car the other night. I just went, and then she did it with his little brother too, and his other cousin that stay across the street.
Facts.
A lot of times we ain't gonna tell you all that because we ain't trying to put nobody business out there.
Yeah.
But if we tell you something, just think back and take heed to it. Even if you hold it in the back of your mind for a little minute. Take heed to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times a man could tell you about stuff like that, and then you find out the wrong way. Because I done seen women leave their man over their homegirl.
Crazy.
I done seen women say, you know what, man, that's my road dog. I've been down with her since I was in kindergarten. If you don't like her, then you can't mess with me neither. And then about a year or two later, now you and her beefing heavy, and he done moved on. I go all the way back to the getting on you.
Okay.
He done been filled out a whole nother application.
Old application.
You know what I'm saying? He done passed the interview. He done passed the drug test.
Right.
And he done got hired to a whole nother job. And it ended up happening because you ain't listen.
Yeah, you ain't subscribed to him.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. You ain't listening, you know. That's how it go.
Okay. I think that's basically it. Hey, cuz, I appreciate you coming on the show.
For sure, man. I appreciate you having me. We're gonna do many more.
Facts.
Just the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
There's gonna be many more.
Facts.
You know, it don't stop here.
Right. So if you have any more words, your last words, go ahead and let them know. Respect my G.
Oh man, the last word I got, and I wanted to stick to these young women and older women head, and what I said earlier is that a woman's place is the kitchen and the bedroom. A man's job is to provide.
Facts.
You don't want another woman coming up in your kitchen. You don't want another woman coming up in your bedroom.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing about once a stray cat, once you feed a stray cat, it's hard to get rid of it.
Hard to get rid
And
of.
a lot of time when you get that man that negativity, that stray cat come along and it roll up on his belly, and that man rub it on his stomach. And now you can't stop that cat. That cat just keep rubbing on their leg.
Yep.
You know, every time you turn around, that cat just rubbing on their leg. But you don't let that stray cat in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because you know you neglected what you had.
Right.
You know, so yeah, that's basically my main topic. You know, and like I emphasize that the kitchen and the bedroom.
Yeah.
I emphasize that to the fullest. I think that girls need to get taught that as little girls from the time they're born. They need to be taught that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and get it together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I appreciate you coming on. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, y'all. All right. So I'm your boy DP. This my cousin Nate, and
All
we
right.
Gemini Gems. That's Geminis with the S.
That's right.
Gems with the Z. And what we do, we drop them gems. We drop them gems.
That's right.
All right, y'all. All right,
Sure.
y'all. Yeah. All right.